So this week we've got this awesome looking BT-50 in the workshop. It's got a nice new canopy on the back. Customers have come to us, it's got no electrical equipment in there whatsoever. They've asked us to fit it all out. So what we're going to be doing, we'll put a 130 watt panel on the roof racks and we'll run that down to the solar regulator inside the canopy. We'll also have some lights on the door on the inside. We'll be powering their fridge and their travel buddy up. It'll have an inverter, one 10 amp hour slimline lithium battery. We'll have a Victron monitor display up here with a switch panel to control everything with. We're also going to be doing a heap of 12 volt sockets, USB sockets, Anderson plugs all around the canopy just to make it easier for the customer. And we'll also leave some provision wires up the back just for lights in the future. Let's get stuck into it. Righto guys, so I've spent the past week in the workshop working on this pretty schmick BT-50. The customer has come to us with a heap of requests. We've been able to meet most of them. I'll start off in the back seat here. Basically, we've just ran some power into the back seat on an Anderson plug. The customer said they sometimes put a fridge in the back here. So we'll put another plug on their lead. They can plug it straight in, run another fridge in the back there. That's nice and easy to use. Up on the roof, you'll see we've got a 130 watt solar panel. That runs back down to the regulator in the back of the canopy. At the same time, we've run some power up to the rooftop tent on an Anderson plug, so they can use lights, fans, etc. up in the rooftop tent. They've got power up in there ready to go. They bring us some lights as well to fit, so we'll put one on each door and then a 1200mm one in the middle. We've got some Anderson plugs up top, one's for their travel buddy, another one there for their fridge, and then all of the electrical equipment all on this wall here. So down below, we've got a dimmer switch there for the lights on this side, same on the other side. We've got switches there for the inverter, an isolator switch for the lights. We've also run some cable up to the back there in case they want to have some lights off the back of the canopy. That's all ready to go. A few spare spots for them as well if they want to add anything in the future. We've obviously got the BMV monitor there as well, a few Anderson plugs, SIG sockets, USBs as requested. That's on both sides. And then we've got the 110 amp hour slimline lithium battery, keeps it nice and tidy. We've got a 30 amp DC to DC charger that'll charge off the vehicle starter battery, the 7515 reg for the 130 watt panel on the roof, and then we've also got the 1200 pure sine wave inverter. The customer's just going to use that to run 240 volt appliances, charge their Makita batteries, things like that.
G'day guys, Ben here from Solar and Sat, and just a quick reminder that we are national distributors of all Victron Energy and Shervey solar products. So whether you be an end user or you want to buy wholesale for your own business, make sure you check out our website.
Righto, coming over to this side of the canopy, as you guys can see, we've got a few circuit breakers there. We've got two for the battery, one for the inverter and one for the DC to DC charger. If ever you have a drama with those on the road, it'll flick that breaker and you can just switch it straight back on. What really finishes this job off is the custom acrylic plate that Nathan's actually cut out on our CNC router. He's routed everything out there ready to go. All I've had to do is bolt it in there, and he's even managed to laser cut the customer's names and the model number of the canopy just to really give it that extra bit of shine. So the whole idea of this system being in the back of this canopy is so the customers can go camping and off-grid touring for as long as they would want to. You've got the solar regulator there, so you've got power constantly coming from the sun, and we've also got the DC to DC charger, meaning as soon as they go for a drive, it'll charge that battery back up. If they wanted to add a mains charger in the future, it's easy enough to do on this sort of system. So here in Solar at St. Bundaberg, we don't just do the battery fit out, we can also do the electrical fit out as well. That's running power to things like your travel buddy, your fridge, wires for lights and things like that. Everything that you want to actually run off the system, we can fit as well. If you're looking for a system like this, beginner or advanced, come and see the team down at Solar at St. Bundaberg.